On this week's edition of the Overtime, NAU football and volleyball seasons draw to a close, but not before making playoff appearances. NAU men's basketball has also been on a roll, recording 2 wins in the past 2 weeks. Then, Coconino High football advances in the 4A state playoffs, along with the Flagstaff High boys cross-country team taking yet another Division II state title. Finally, an inside look on Flag High's quarterback Chase Brown and his journey to recovery. All that and more on this edition of the Overtime. Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Overtime. I'll be your host, Brooklyn Grizel, and today I'm joined by Catherine Lemish, making her on-desk debut. Catherine, tell me, are you excited to be on the show tonight?
Absolutely, Brooklyn. I'm so excited to be here tonight. I can't wait to dive into all the action with you, so let's hop right in.
Let's do it. Did you happen to catch the NAU football game on Saturday?
How could I miss it? Did you see those 2 interceptions by Jalen Wesley?
Yes, I did. Catherine, it felt like deja vu seeing Colby Katzitz in the end zone again and again. The win was not an easy one, but that only makes it more impressive. It seemed fitting that Colby Katzitz saved the best game of his career for his senior day. The senior wide receiver set a single-game career high with 148 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns, helping the NAU football team hold off Cal Poly 35-27 Saturday in the Sky Dome. Katzitz credits his success to his chemistry with junior quarterback Ty Pennington, who surpassed 5,000 career passing yards in Saturday's win to keep the Lumberjacks' playoff hopes alive.
I see something, I tell him, he sees something, he tells me, and we really try to, get those final details in tune, and that's why we're able to go out and do what we do throughout the whole wide receiver core, not just me.
Katzitz was also named Big Sky Co-Offensive Player of the Week, his second week in a row receiving recognition. The Lumberjacks jumped out to a 22-10 lead late in the second quarter, but the Mustangs grabbed momentum with a Hail Mary touchdown pass just before halftime. Nonetheless, the Lumberjacks responded with an explosion out of the locker room, as the team was not ready to back down for their last home game. Katzitz scored his 3rd touchdown just 2 minutes into the 3rd quarter, putting NAU up 29-17. Cal Poly cut the lead to 1 score and was driving deep in Lumberjack territory when senior Jalen Wesley grabbed his 2nd interception of the game with just over 2 minutes left, putting an end to the Mustangs' fight. Head coach Brian Wright says it was important for him to give back to the seniors who have done so much for the program.
It meant an incredible amount to go out with those guys at home today with a win. It was the number one mission that we threw up on the board in our Sunday meeting, that we're going to battle for these guys. Our program is about service and always doing something for somebody else in the teamwork, but it was pretty special.
But it's not goodbye yet for the seniors. NAU will travel to Utah to take on Weber State with a playoff spot on the line. Brooklyn Grizel, NAZ Sports. Although the Lumberjacks have not beat any ranked teams, their recent wins against Cal Poly in Northern Colorado have put them in a good playoff position.
That's right, Brooklyn. The Lumberjacks do have a very strong opportunity to punch their ticket if they can take down Weber State this weekend. They're riding momentum into the matchup with a 7-4 record and a 4-3 record in the Big Sky.
All great points, Catherine. Now, in case you missed it, NAU's men's basketball team took on Embry-Riddle on Tuesday.
That's right, Brooklyn. The Lumberjacks secured the win with a score of 108-79. Sports reporter Nicole Parker was there to cover all the action.
NAU men's basketball dominated Embry-Riddle with a 108-79 score.
The Lumberjacks showed their depth with 5 of their players scoring into the double figures, which was led by Isaiah Shaw, who had a career high with NAU at 20 points.
It feels great. I mean, a win is a win. We got a lot of work to do. I think we gave up too many points tonight. I think our defense can really improve, but we're going to be ready for next week. We got two big games that we can win.
NAU jumped out to a quick 9-0 lead in the first half, and the momentum never stopped. Head coach Shane Bakar talked about what they had worked on after their last game against Arizona.
We talked about Tucson to Flagstaff. That was our first key. And so what does that mean? That means we have to learn from Tucson. We're playing the number 4 team in the country. It's a big pitcher game. We couldn't score, and we had shots. Sometimes you got to make shots, and our effective field goal percentage and our 2-point field goal percentage is not good.
NAU improved to a 2-2 record with the win and will turn its attention to next week, where they will be hosting Cal Poly on Monday and then Southeast Missouri State on Wednesday.
I can't wait to see what NAU men's basketball has to offer this season. Nicole Parker, NAZ Sports.
Also happening in Real Activity Center, NAU women's volleyball has had an unforgettable season thus far. Becoming the regular season champions this past weekend, they're looking to bring that energy to the Big Sky Conference Championship next week.
It looks like NAU sports have been on fire lately. Women's volleyball is undefeated at home, and their most recent game was definitely a memorable one, with the second set going all the way to 44 points.
They need her to put the ball down here to win this. That's the pass NAU needs.
Shulikov. Northern Arizona wins the marathon.
That was just insane. 44 points in the second set. NAU women's volleyball had themselves a day. I was glad to see them come out on top.
Crazy stuff. Anyways, I think it's time we head into a break.
You are absolutely right, Brooklyn. After this break, we'll be diving into high school cross country and highlights from Coconino football. Stay tuned, you won't want to miss it.
If you love them enough to drive an hour to cheer them on as they get beat 11-0 in the rain, then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat to make sure they're correctly buckled in the back seat.
Throw that ball, Diane. Woo! You got this. Emma, did you hear?
Todd's in the hospital.
Who's Todd? He got a collapsed lung from vaping. He thought it was cool.
Not cool.
Promise you won't vape, Emma. It can lead to a lifelong addiction, and we can't be friends if your lungs collapse.
Bogus.
Wacky sitcom teens aren't the best people to talk to your kid about vaping.
Hey, you got a minute?
You are. Start the conversation with your child about vaping today.
Welcome back. Our NAZ sports reporters have their first Get Out There trip of the semester. Adriana Sparks has more on Volte Arch.
Hiking is one of the best ways to interact with nature, especially in Arizona. But of Sedona's many scenic wonders, Volte Arch is one of the most unique. The hike to Volte Arch begins at the Sterling Pass trailhead, which is along Highway 89A, and you'll find pines, oaks, maples, and manzanitas before trailing up a steep switchback to a view of the rock formation called the Chieftain, and you'll enjoy incredible views along the way. Many local indigenous tribes believe the area to be sacred. The Hopi and the Yavapai believe that the Red Rocks have spiritual healing powers where Earth's energetic meridians cross. It's certainly a unique feeling of solace and tranquility along the Sterling Canyon. Whether that's due to spiritual energy or the haunting history of the trail is hard to determine. The arch is named in memory of Gerard Volte, a promising aviation engineer and entrepreneur. In January 1939, Volte and his wife Sylvia were on the final leg of a flight from Winslow, Arizona to their home in California when they were caught in a blizzard. Volte, who was flying without radio apparatus, was unable to find his way out. The young couple tragically died in a plane crash just a few hundred feet from the canyon brink. With 7 miles round trip and over 1,000 feet of elevation gain, hikers have plenty of time to honor Jerry's memory and enjoy the sights and sounds of Sedona. Adriana Sparks, NAZ Sports.
Wow, Brooklyn, that looks like so much fun. Maybe you and I will have to go sometime.
I think we should, Catherine. It looks very pretty, and there's a lot of history there, too.
Speaking of history, Coconino football had their second round playoff match against Bradshaw Mountain last Friday.
Such a big win for the Panthers. Did you know they haven't won a road playoff game in 40 years? And to do it against their rivals is absolutely amazing.
They've actually never even won 2 playoff games in a row. Let's look at some highlights. The Panthers defense set the tone early, stuffing the Bears and holding star back Kylan Jackson in check. Gavin Moran's fourth down rumble put Coconino up 10-0 at the half. And after Bradshaw closed to within 3, Jake Hanley sealed it late with a deep strike to Austin Rass. Dylan Collado added 2 scores as time expired to give the Panthers in a decisive victory. After that dominant win, the Panthers are headed into the matchup with Yuma, ranked 6th, with a ton of confidence. This next game is going to be intense.
As always, coverage will be available right here on the OverTime.
Now, we can't forget about Flagstaff competing in the Division II state meet this past weekend.
Yes, sports reporter Asia Jensen is in studio to share more.
Flagstaff High School continues to dominate Arizona distance running. At the 2025 state championships in Phoenix, Arizona, the Eagles brought home individual sweeps for both boys and girls, along with another state team title for the boys. High School dominated at the 2025 state championships. Senior Taylor Gambler captured the D2 girls title with a time of 18 minutes and 44 seconds.
I mean, it's really amazing. It's just like an emotional moment for me, and I've been like wanting to win state ever since my freshman year. So,
following the Gamblers, sophomore Kylan Taylor took third and helped secure a second-place team finish for the Lady Eagles. Johannes Van Meeren not only took the D2 title, but broke a 15-year-old course record.
Overall, great feeling. Like I said, can't get too excited about it. I know it's going to be broken again. Probably, I'm saying in 2 years it's going to be broken. I could see someone breaking it. But yeah, excited for the time that I have it. It's going to be gone soon, probably. So yeah, just happy that I have it for right now.
With Van Meeren's time of 14:56 and a 1-2 finish alongside Alex Bland, the boys led the Eagles to another powerful state title. The Eagles will continue building momentum for next week's Nike Cross Regionals meet. Flagstaff making a serious statement heading into the Southwest Nike Cross Regionals. We'll see if they can carry that same steep meet fire into Mesa this weekend.
Such a dominant program. I'm excited to see what this upcoming track season holds for these boys and girls as well.
I'm excited as well, Brooklyn. Track definitely holds a special place in our hearts.
Stay close because after this break, we have a very special story.
We sure do. Don't go anywhere.
Live with a human for a while and you get to know a few things. Like, I know she's actually not a morning person. I know she does strange tricks for no treats. I know that water makes her howl like crazy. I even know how the floor stays so clean. She's quick. But the one thing I will never for the life of me know is how she gets so tiny and inside that box. Natalie, how do you get so tiny?
Life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome. Prediabetes does. 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, but with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. And you can change the outcome. Take the 1-minute prediabetes risk test today. Go to doihaveprediabetes.org.
Welcome back. Sports reporter Connor Emerly was able to speak to Flagstaff High School's quarterback Chase Brown, who has been out for a majority of the season with an ACL tear.
Thanks, Catherine. Chase Brown is well known in the Flagstaff community. He has made countless records and leads passing touchdowns in Flagstaff of all time. However, his playing career took a hit. Here's his story. Chase Brown is your typical high school senior who loves to play football. Chase is the quarterback for the Flagstaff Eagles in Northern Arizona. To start his senior year, he broke the all-time record for touchdowns in Flagstaff high school history with 60. Chase was on top of the world with a bright future. On September 19th, however, Chase's future would change in one play.
Basically, remember the whole play down to a T. Took my 3-step drop, stepped up in the pocket because the pocket was collapsing, rolled out, threw a pass to one of my receivers, Zeke Jim, who thought was pretty open. The DB made a good play on it, intercepted it. I went to go chase after him, make the tackle, and kind of just made a cut, felt a pop, and went down to the ground. And yeah, I kind of knew right then and there, like exactly what it was. I've heard a lot of people talk about that popping sensation, and the way that it feels, so I kind of knew right away that it was my ACL or something along those lines.
While it is more common in female athletes for ACL tears, a 2022 study conducted by Walsh University estimated that 200,000 ACL tears occur every year, with 100,000 requiring reconstructive surgeries. Chase made the announcement a couple days later that he would be forced to miss the remainder of his senior year.
There's a lot of different aspects of it that I never really thought about that have affected me. It's one of those things that you never really expect to happen. So when it does happen to you, it's kind of a shock. But I think I've been handling it pretty well. I've been trying to stay positive with my team, keep people around me that keep me happy, and I have a great support group, so that keeps me up and keeps me positive.
Chase admits some nights are hard as he tries to think about the positive and his future. Another study shows that injuries among high school athletes increase levels of stress when recovering and need the social support. Though Chase's injury has impacted everyone on his team, it hit hard for his dad, Darren Brown. Holding back tears, Darren said that he was feeling sad and angry for his son.
A lot of emotions that night. Chase has worked really hard, over his football career, and to see your son go down on his senior year, it's pretty heartbreaking as a father. So
Darren also serves as an assistant coach for the Eagles. He continues to say that it's been hard to adjust without his son on the field.
I love being a coach, so my focus there hasn't changed. Losing, a player like Chase, not only from a physical perspective, but a leadership perspective amongst the team has been, it's been trying. Definitely a lot of adjustments, both, in our game plan and our approach with the players, because you can't replace a player like Chase.
While it has affected the team, the Flagstaff community has been reaching out to Chase and his family during this difficult time.
I got to say, we've been very, very blessed and impressed with the amount of love and support for Chase through the injury. From the coaching staff to the administration and students here at Flag High to coaching staff, students, administration at Coconino High School, the city of Flag, sports media. I was amazed at the outpouring of love and support for him. Almost like the town's heart broke for him a little bit.
Physical therapy can be a challenging experience for an athlete. The constant sessions and being eager to return on the field or court. Chase expressed that he is grateful for his doctors, as they also have been a great help for him.
It's definitely another part of it that's a little bit of a mental and physical battle. They definitely are pushing you. They're definitely they want to see you get better. They want to see you recover well. It's a good thing for me to be around people that want to see me get better and want to see me succeed.
While the injury may impact his future, Chase has one clear message for those who have gone through a similar path.
My overall message would probably just be there's hard things that happen all across your lifespan. I know I'm not alone. There's a lot of people that have gone through the same injury in the same year. So I think my biggest message would just be you're not alone. You have people in your corner, and you have that chance to bounce back and go do what you want to do, whatever that may be.
At the time of interviewing him, Chase had not committed to a college. Now, Chase made the announcement on Instagram on Veterans Day that he will be signing with San Bernardino Valley College. Congratulations to Chase and his family. Back to you guys at the desk.
What an awesome story. We're all wishing Chase a speedy recovery. Anyways, that's all the time we have tonight.
I'd like to thank our sports reporters Connor Emery, Asia Jensen, Nicole Parker, Adriana Sparks, and of course my co-host Catherine Lemish. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a safe and wonderful Thanksgiving, as we'll see you in 2 weeks for our final overtime show of the semester.